Everyone doing here tonight? My TTG fam, what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing here today? Hope everybody had a nice day, a nice little start to their Monday. Had some pretty interesting action on a couple of names today. PLL, OXBR, couple of big movers today. But unfortunately, we still don't have follow through in the afternoon. Okay, you had some some follow through. Excuse me, guys. You had some follow through early in the morning. OXBR, PLL midday, but we got nothing in the afternoon. No follow through in the afternoon session really on any of the names that we were looking at. Which it's been that way for a while. It's been that way now for several weeks. I mean, it's been that way for a couple months now at least. And today we had a gap up on the overall markets because of, just like we talked about yesterday on my live stream. If you guys joined me last night on my live stream, we discussed, the market's looking for the market's giving you some follow through after if we get any type of update or any type of news headline regarding stimulus. And that's exactly what we got. And that's exactly what today's action was based on. Today's action to the upside in the overall markets was based solely on an update with regards to stimulus. Okay. Speaker Nancy Pelosi gave a couple of statements about how, things were looking good and that, talks are back on. We could have a deal as early as possibly this week. There was a lot of that that really added to the strength that we had in the overall market today, and that's what gave us the big gap up. Okay, that's what gave us the big gap up in the overall markets, and there really wasn't much direction after that. The gap up really kind of took away a major piece of that trade. There was an opportunity maybe to get long on a little bit of a pullback early in the morning on the SPY to get up and test that 50-day moving average. And the exact area that we talked about yesterday on that live stream as being resistance, which was the 50-day moving average, that's exactly where we found resistance on the SPY. So if you guys were joining me on my live stream last night, the analysis on these levels was spot on. The analysis on the fundamental catalyst was spot on with regards to stimulus. And then the analysis with regards to potential resistance levels on the SPY was spot on as well. So hopefully for those of you that were with us yesterday on the live stream, you were able to take advantage and profit from some of that action there today. All right. What I'm going to be discussing with you on this live stream tonight is actually going to be about understanding tier trading. Okay. For those of you that are unfamiliar with what tier trading is, I trade in tiers, especially when I'm taking profit. I sell my position in pieces, 3 different tiers. But we're going to talk a lot about today on this live stream with entering your position in tiers, because you can also enter your position piece by piece and not enter it all at once. And this is a risk management strategy that I implement in my own trading that I also teach a lot of our TeachD members. And it's a strategy that I learned when I worked at the hedge fund, because when you're working at a hedge fund and you're dealing with 7-8 figure position size, you can't get in and out of that position size in one trade. You've got to piece yourself in and piece yourself out when you're talking about that much size. Okay. So I learned how to trade in tiers when I was working at the fund, and it's something that I have tweaked to where now, obviously I'm not trading with 8-figure position size anymore. But it's something that I've tweaked to my own retail trading, where it provides you with something very specific. Okay. Your tier trading strategy is designed specifically to do 2 things, and that is to help you stay in winning trades longer and to help keep losing trades small. And in the case of today, I went after PLL in the afternoon a couple of times because I really thought this stock had a chance to just go absolutely crazy in the afternoon. I thought we had a chance to get into the 60s. with the way that the stock was holding up and holding up and holding up and holding. And I'm like, man, this thing just will not break down. It just won't break down. And I thought maybe we had a chance for a squeeze in the afternoon. And I just started to like dip my toes in the water. And I'm like, let me take a small tier one. And I'm going to explain to you all what tier one is. Now, let me take a small tier one where I'm getting a very small position size. It's a specific percentage of the size that you want to get to, and it really protects your downside. And then there's opportunities where you can add to that position. We're going to talk all about that. That's what this live stream is going to be about. It's going to be about understanding tier trading, and it's a risk management strategy that I teach to all of our THD members. So this is going to be a really good live stream. So you guys are in for, you're really in for a treat, and you're in for some golden nuggets of information. Welcome everyone that is joining me across multiple social media channels. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Welcome. If you guys are brand new to the channel, this is your very first time attending a THD live stream, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Okay, like this video, and then turn on your notification bell. Make sure you guys don't ever miss any one of these live streams. I also put out educational videos completely for free on day trading, swing trading, stocks, options, technical lessons, mental lessons. I put out a bunch of free content on this channel for all of you. So make sure that you subscribe and then turn on your notifications. Make sure you don't miss out on any more of these live streams or educational videos that I post on a regular. Okay, so that's that's first and foremost. Okay, what I'm going to do now, we're going to give some time for people to join the live stream. Same way we start every single live stream is with a blanket Q&A session. We're going to spend about 20 minutes or so maybe. I'm going to take a couple of questions. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a couple of questions, and then we'll get started, and we're going to dive into the tier trading strategy specifically. Okay. So with that said, guys, go ahead, fire away. I'm here for you. I'm at your disposal. So go ahead, guys, fire away. Ask me some questions. We're going to give some time for people to log on. Fire away. Shoot. Let's go. Let's do it. Nice. Wendy Fonseca. What's up, Wendy? How are you? Wendy says, so Wendy's talking about the topic we're going to discuss on this live stream is tier trading. And Wendy says, after joining TTG in June, I learned tier trading from Mike. Guys, it changed my entire trading performance and P&L, risk management, etc. 100%. That alone was worth the investment to join the TTG fam. Wendy, that's music to my ears. I'm so proud of you. That's incredible. I absolutely love it, Wendy. Okay. Marty Imes, after I buy into TTG, how much will I need available to invest? Marty, you can get started with just $500, man. You can get started with just $500. You can get started with just $500. Yo, Jacob Nelson, what's up, my man? Jacob Nelson joining us from Twitter says, much love for the TTG fam. Much love back at you, Jacob. What's up, my man? Angel Torres, what's going on? Angel Torres says, what's going on, brother? Do you see there being a gap above that 335 on the SPY tomorrow? Let's talk about it, guys. Let's dive in. Let's talk about the SPY. We're pushing higher, guys. After that, we just made new highs on the SPY. We just made new highs on the SPY over that 335 level. That 50-day moving average is 334.88. We are currently above it. If we do get above this level tomorrow, you look for us to have a pretty clean runway, guys. Not saying we'll get there tomorrow, but I do think over the next couple of days, maybe within a week's time, you can see us back to 342.50. Okay, so right now you can see today we got up and tested that 50-day moving average. Now after hours, we're actually piercing through it by a tiny bit. I would not say that we are through that level just yet. We're just barely touching it. touching above it after hours right now. We'll see if we can get through that level and get ourselves up to 342.50, 343. That's this level. This is going to be your next major resistance or key resistance level. It's going to be right there. Okay, all that resistance from middle of September, that's your next level. Okay, so if we do get through that 50-day moving average tomorrow, you look for that 342.50. You look for 342.50. Okay, and if we get continued progress on the stimulus front between talks with Democrats and Republicans and the administration, and last I heard, Democrats are working on a new another plan. I think it's less than their previous proposal as far as total budget, but it's still more than what the White House wants to spend. But at least they're coming closer. Okay, and the key here, the market does not necessarily need a final deal for us to move higher, at least for the next week or so. In the next 3 to 4 days, if we just get continued progress, the markets can push higher. Okay, if we just get continued progress, the markets can continue to push higher. So, like I said, there were some positive comments out of Pelosi, and that gave the markets the lift that you saw today. And if those positive talks continue, we could see markets continue to drift themselves higher. So I think it is possible to see us gap up tomorrow. That's definitely possible. But like I said, I think that you're really going to be basing direction on what's going on with talks between Dems and Republicans as far as stimulus. That is your market catalyst right now. So Andrew says, like, where do you get all this knowledge? Do you surf news all day or look at businesses and what they plan for the day? No, Andrew, I didn't just learn this knowledge on my own. For those of you guys that don't know me, I used to work at a hedge fund. It was my first job right out of college. They taught me, they trained me. I went through a 3-month educational program. That's how I learned how to trade. Okay, it was the training that I received when I worked at a hedge fund. I didn't just figure this stuff out on my own. Michelle Hamilton, ooh, what are your thoughts on Tops and Ship? I hate these companies like you have no idea. I have not even looked at their stocks in a while. Oh, they're such terrible. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. Michelle Hamilton, stay away from them. They're such garbage companies. Stay away from them. Kenneth, we're going to get into that when I get into the lesson on tier trading. We're going to get into that. So Kenneth had a question, guys, about when I tier trade. Sometimes I enter my full position all at once. Other times I enter my position in pieces. And basically, his question is like, why? What's the difference? Like, why? What makes you decide I'm going to go all in, or what makes you decide I'm going to tier myself in? Kenneth, we're going to talk about that later in the live stream. That's the whole topic we're going to talk about on the live stream. It's going to be tier trading, and we're going to talk about that later in the live stream. I don't want to take this is going to be. I'm just going to leave this open floor. I'm going to leave this just open floor Q&A, so we can talk about other topics. But while I give people time to log on, and then we'll dive into tier trading. Yeah, SPCE is getting actually a lot of hype lately. This is the second analyst rating to come out and say you got to buy this stock now. Like SPCE was up like 20% today, 22 maybe. Oh my goodness, look at that! Look at that! Look at that volume bar today. Just a big move here today on SPCE, up 27%, still continuing higher after hours. You're getting some positive ratings coming out. You're getting some positive coverage from different analysts on SPCE that are really starting to get excited about that company. So yeah, I really didn't focus on this stock today. It's a slow mover. And I felt like the gap up today, I felt like that took a lot of the trade away, but it still gave you actually a nice move. It still gave you like a $1.50, $1.25 move on SPCE. So I mean, SPCE is not really a stock that I see myself trading actively. But the future potential of the stock and company is interesting. It's exciting. It's a sexy story. And there's a ridiculous amount of support at 15. I mean, there is an absolute brick wall at 15. Okay, there's an absolute brick wall it's like 1450 to 15. Okay, and here you guys can see that support level there at 15. I mean, it's like 1450 to 15. Okay, I mean that's about as legit of a support level as you can get. And then this huge move off that level, okay, now just really solidifies that support level. I mean, you guys can get long in front of 1450 all you want. If this is a stock that you want to own in your long-term portfolio, I think that's the area for you guys to do it. Mike Doyle, the charting software you're looking at right now is TC2000. TC2000 also does have a brokerage service through Interactive Brokers. You could trade with TC2000 if you wanted to. Okay, you could trade with them if you want to. I trade with Lightspeed, and I use TC2000 for their charts. The Copper Hunter says, how low can NKLA go? Been holding puts for over a week now and still holding about 10% of my puts. How low can NKLA go? A lot lower. A lot lower. You can see this stock down around $10, $15. It all depends on what happens. It all depends on what happens with the investigation. It all depends on if it turns out the company is a total and complete fraud. I mean, it really depends. If it comes out that everything that the short seller Hindenburg Research said about the company was false and the company is legit, this stock is going to explode. This stock will explode if it comes out that they were wrong. But if it turns out that they were right, this stock could go below $10 and can be delisted. I mean, look at what happened to Luckin Coffee. You guys remember ticker symbol LK? That's what could happen to the company if it turns out they're a fraud. Okay, but that is yet to be seen. If it's a fraud or not, you got to pay attention to what's going on with that storyline. Mike, what's up with U1? We really didn't get any action on U1 today, man. It was disappointing. We had no action today on any of those names that were potential follow-through names on the Platinum Plan, Trump's Platinum Plan, which gave those stocks a big boost on Friday. They were all on my watch list coming into the day today. We talked about it on the live stream yesterday. U1 was on my watch list yesterday, or was on my watch list today to see what the stock was going to do after the day it had on Friday, but it was just nothing. The stock just consolidated, traded sideways. We're just drifting a little lower after hours. I don't see anything that makes me, in much of a rush to get myself into any type of position here. I'll keep it on watch for another day or two. We'll see if there's anything that happens. Maybe what I actually think might happen. You have the presidential debate tomorrow, so I'm going to have to assume that Trump is going to want to talk about the Platinum Plan during the debate. And if there's some more details about the Platinum Plan, then that might give a little bit of a pop to these stocks. U1, BYFC, CARV might give a little bit of a pop to those companies come Wednesday. So if you guys are going to be watching the presidential debate tomorrow night, they say it's supposed to be like the most watched presidential debate ever. Listen to anything he talks about the Platinum Plan, because that could potentially give a little bit of a pop to U1, BYFC, CARV, and a couple of those other names that popped on Friday once the news the Platinum Plan was released. But other than that, the stock consolidated today. I don't like the high volume pullback today. I would have liked to have seen a lower volume consolidation. And now going into the debate tomorrow, I think you're kind of handcuffed on these stocks where you're going to need some type of development or some type of headline or some type of discussion during the debate about the Platinum Plan that could potentially move these stocks higher. What do I see for WKHS? WKHS actually got a pop today because Trump was looking at the Lordstown Motors truck today on the South Lawn. And that gave the stock a pop. So right here, news reporters were asked to come out to the South Lawn at the White House. When news reporters got there, Trump was already out there looking at the Lordstown Motors truck. So that gave WKHS a big pop in the middle of the day or late morning, like just after 11 a.m. And it just basically traded sideways after that. So it was able to hold that move. And now you see the stock climbing higher. There's a large short position on this stock. I still think the stock has a potential to give you a squeeze. It's in a weird spot now because this V-shaped action was tough, man. This V-shape action was tough. Maybe I'd like to see it consolidate above 25, 50, 26, give you a breather, give you a day or two of a breather before eventually trying to move higher. But it just feels like this stock is just gearing up for a short squeeze. It just feels like it's gearing up for a short squeeze. So this is definitely one that I still do have on watch. We traded WKHS in here. While it was squeezing, we traded that about a week or two ago. Made some nice chunk of chains on it. It's now right back in play. It's back on my focus list, and I'm going to look to see if it can consolidate above 25.50. We can consolidate above 25.50. Give me 1 or 2 days of consolidation. Then I'm going to look for some follow through, look for new highs, and look for the stock to get up towards 34, 36. I think that's well within range. I think that's well within range. Yes, MP. So MP says, Mike, I need help. I was marked by PDT rule, and I can only swing trade until December. Can joining TTG help with swings? Yes, we do swing trade in TTG also, okay? We actually have a moderator in chat. His name is Jay Downing. And Jay Downing's sole focus are swing trades that the average person with a 9-to-5 job can follow. That is Jay Downing, who is one of our TTG swing traders. He's a moderator in chat. His sole focus is swing trades. Okay, so MP, if you got flagged for PDT rule with your broker and you can only swing trade now, and you want to know, is TTG the place for you? The answer is absolutely yes. We actually just came out with a brand new swing trading course that's part of and available on the TTG curriculum now. And then, like I said, I swing trade. Jason Spatafor, the Wolf of Wheat Street, he swing trades options. And then you have Jay Downing, who swing trades small caps, small and mid cap names. So if you're looking to swing trade small caps, Jay Downing's your guy. If you're looking to swing trade options, the Wolf is your guy. If you're looking to, I'll do both. I swing trade stocks and options, but I'm also a traditional day trader. I day trade a lot more than I do swing trade, but I also still do make swing trades. Every month I'll have a couple of swing trades, but Jay Downing every week. Jay Downing is swing trading a bunch of small caps. The kid's been on fire lately. So if you're looking for swing trade setups, it's the perfect time for you guys to join TTG because you can follow Jay. And we also just came out with a brand new swing trading course. So you're going to want to definitely check that out. Nice, Wendy. Wendy says, I am 6 for 7 on swing trades when I follow Jay Downing. So there you go, MP. There you go. Wendy Fonseca is a teaching member. She joined in June, and she is 6 for 7 whenever she follows Jay's swing trade alerts. Mike Duraco, thank you. Mike Duraco says the swing trade course is awesome. No, Marilyn Simmons, you do not need to use my TC2000 charting software. You can use Charles Schwab, no problem. You can use whatever charting software you want. I just like TC2000. What causes the pattern day trader flag? It's when you make more than 3 day trades in a 5-day period. So if you have less than $25,000 in your account and it's a margin account, if you make more than 3 day trades, a day trade is you buy it today, you sell it today. That's a day trade. You can only do that 3 times in a 5-day period if you have less than 25,000 in your account and you have a margin account. Okay. If you have a cash account, you're not bound by the PDT rule. Alan Albury says, how do you get the alerts? Alan Albury, well, we send out alerts multiple ways. Live in our chat room, we call them out live on the microphone. So I tell you guys where I'm buying, when I'm buying. I tell you what I'm doing. We also have a push notification that pops up in the chat room with an audio alert that will let you know whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. We also have a mobile app that sends you a push notification in real time directly to your cell phone or tablet to let you know when we enter or exit a trade. You also get a text message that gets sent to your phone. And if it's a swing trade, we also send an email. Okay, so there are multiple ways that you will get our trade alerts as a TeachD member. We send all of these alerts that way to make sure that you never miss a single trade. For any friend Wittens, how many times a day can you trade stocks and not get flagged for day trading? If you have more than 25,000 in your account or you have a cash account, you can do it as many times as you want. Netgar Net says, I'm on the TeachD3 trial. Will I get notifications? Netgar, you'll get notifications if you're in the trial program, if you're in chat. You won't get the mobile app because the mobile app alerts are just for TeachD members that are full-time, but you will get the alerts in the chat room when you're in chat. Quiet Cricket says, do you think Tesla above 400 is the new level or will it consolidate lower? Let's take a look. I think it pulls back in lower. So Tesla is starting to form the level, the pattern that I talked to you guys about weeks ago. So I believe it was like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, I talked to you guys about a pattern that I thought was going to start to develop in Tesla, and it's starting. Okay, it's definitely starting, and that is this really big kind of descending triangle pattern is starting to form here. Okay, you guys can see here. I'll just draw it out for you guys on my screen. Okay, so here you got previous resistance. Okay, support. Okay, and then here's your downtrend resistance line. I think Tesla consolidates in here. I think Tesla drops back below 400 before it eventually goes back to test that 500 level. So I do think Tesla gives you another pullback into like the 375 range. Mike Doyle, that's if they're marginable stocks. Some stocks are marginable, some are not. Dan G, any thoughts about NVIDIA as it has been among the few tech stocks, perhaps next to AMD, that were able to hold the 50-day moving average more or less the past few weeks? I love NVIDIA. Dan, I love NVIDIA. I love NVIDIA and I love AMD. I love both of these companies. I love both of these stocks. They are two stocks that I own a lot of, and I will continue to buy more whenever the stocks pull in significantly. This NVIDIA never broke that 50-day moving average. It's been a beast. I think NVIDIA goes higher. I think the semiconductor sector is a place where every investor needs to be with where I think that the future of the technology space is going and the development of virtual reality, artificial intelligence. It's just like, I think that you are going to have such a booming demand for the chip sector, and NVIDIA and AMD are two of my absolute favorites. I do not like Intel. Everyone asks me about Intel because Intel is so much cheaper and the stock's gotten crushed. And there's a reason why the stock got crushed. I would much rather see you own AMD than Intel. Intel's been dead money for 3 years. Intel's been dead money for 3 years. You look at what AMD has done in the last 3 years. You look at what NVIDIA has done in the last 3 years. So, I think that NVIDIA and AMD are clear leaders in this space. And those are two stocks that I own a lot of in my long-term portfolio, and I plan on adding to whenever I get the opportunity on pullbacks. B. Matt says, do you see the market continuing upward tomorrow without really positive news on stimulus? Not really. It depends on what we have. It depends on what the stimulus news is. If we get more headlines that things are progressing, with Democrats and Republicans and they're working towards a stimulus package, and we get maybe some, we had comments out of Nancy Pelosi, yesterday and today. Like tomorrow, if we get something out of Secretary Mnuchin, or if we get something out of Mitch McConnell or something like that, that further adds to the positive comments that we got from Pelosi about how they're trying to move forward, then yes, the market could continue. The market could continue higher tomorrow. Then the markets could continue higher tomorrow if that's the type of update that we get regarding stimulus. Yeah, Casey Holt, me too. I was really hoping I was going to get a chance to buy AMD below 70. I own a lot of AMD. I actually bought it in the 40s in March. And I wanted to buy more, but it never got into my buying zone. I was going to be a big buyer between 65 and 70 to add in my long term. We never got that pullback though. Jeffrey Wu says, when you day trade options, do you go in the money or out of the money? I buy options that are out of the money, but if the stock does what I think it's going to do, they will go into the money. So when I'm buying an option, I'm day trading an option, I typically go either at the money or out of the money on the option. And if the but it like, so for example, let's say if I'm looking at a SPY call option and I'm at the SPY's at, I don't know, 333, and I think it's going to 335.50. I'll buy like a 334 call option. So it's an option that is out of the money when I buy it, but as I'm taking profits, the option goes into the money. Is when I'm day trading options, that's typically what I do. William Harry, I don't know. William Harry says, should I sell all of my stocks and then wait for your recommendations? No, William, I mean, don't sell all of your stocks. I mean, I don't know what stocks you're holding. I mean, don't just assume that all of the stocks you're holding are crap. I mean, maybe, you know, as a member, if you want to do like a one-on-one, we can talk about stocks that you're holding on to, but I wouldn't just go ahead and just abandon ship. I'm not sure what stocks you own. Alexander Salavadigas says, yo, when do you get time to work out? You're nonstop working 24/7. Alexander, I try to get a workout in before the morning session. So like I'll try to get a workout in like when I first wake up. Sometimes, you know, if it's like a slow day, maybe like, you know, I'll try to like, I've got a Peloton. Maybe I'll like ride my Peloton for like a half hour in the middle of the day or something. Or if I have like an hour after the market closes before I do a live stream or before I do a one-on-one, I'll hit the gym for like 45 minutes to an hour. I just get it in whenever I can. Yes, tomorrow is the first presidential debate. Sylvia Rowland says, what would be a good price for AMD to start right now going forward? I assume you're talking about in your long-term portfolio. Um, you know, 74 is a big level for this stock, you know, and it held that level really, really well. If you want to try to, you know, if you want to buy, you want to initiate a position in AMD, you know, here, that's fine. You want to take a little bit of a nibble on it, okay? But really, I really wanted to be a buyer of this below 70, and I never got it. The stock is strong. It's been strong for a while now, and it continues to be strong even during that market pullback. I'm telling everyone right now, though, if this stock gets anywhere near 60, I'm loading myself in. Okay. Like I said, I already own a big position in AMD. I added to my position. So I already owned AMD. I added to my position right there in March in the low 40s. Like I think I got like $43 or $44, something like that was where I added to it. So obviously I'm up like 100% on just that ad alone, but I've owned AMD since in the 20s. And I just keep adding to my position. Every time AMD pulls in, I add to my position. Now, at any point, whether it happens tomorrow, in a month, in a year, if AMD gets anywhere near this $60 level, okay, I'm just gonna load myself in. I'm gonna buy a big chunk of AMD if we get down to 60. I'll probably add another, I don't know. I'll add a big chunk if we get down there. I'll probably buy myself another, you know, I don't know, 1,000 shares or so if we get down to 60. But I love that area is a no-brainer for me. If we move into, you know, I'd say, Your other buying zone would be in like the high 60s. Like that's where I was looking for. I was looking for like 67, 68. We just never quite got the pullback. This 74 level held. This 74 level is your gap entry point. So see that gap? You had that gap up in July. Okay, that level held support beautifully over this last 2 weeks. And now you're getting this bounce back up into the 80s. Well, we're not quite into the 80s yet, but I think this will take us back up towards 83, 84. So if you do want to take a starter, you could here. And then if it drops below 70, that's when you add to your position and you buy a chunk. When I add to my long-term positions, guys, I have buying zones and I'll nibble myself in. So I'll have like a nibble zone. So if the stock pulls into this area, I take a small bite. And then I have a bigger area where if the stock drops into that zone, I take a bigger bite. And that's how I add to my long-term portfolios. That's how I always have, and that's how I will continue to. Nice, Priscilla. Priscilla says, hey, Mike, I just became a new member this morning. I'm so excited. I want to thank you for the great discount you gave us that allowed me to get this opportunity. Priscilla, it is my absolute pleasure. I'm just happy that you joined the group. I'm excited to have you part of the group, and I look forward to trading with you. I look forward to trading with you. Ooh, Jose, I like that. Sell premium. $60 puts. I like that. I can tell you're not a newbie. I can tell you are not a newbie. Guys, also real quick, guys, before I take another question, guys, give me a follow on Twitter. Guys, give me a follow on Twitter. My username is Mike Edward _TTG at Mike Edward _TTG. It's right here on the screen for you. Guys, give me a follow on Twitter. I'm always posting cool shit on Twitter. I always give you guys my, some trade ideas, my thought process, my analysis on the overall markets. There's some pretty good stuff on my Twitter. So you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on Twitter real quick. My username is right there on the screen. Yes, Robert Samples, my man. Robert Samples says, I'm completely new to trading and just listening to you has increased my knowledge. I joined your TTG3 trial program last night and I was already profitable today. What do you think about the financial institutions? Robert, yes, man, yes. That's what I'm talking about, Robert. Listen, as excited as I am for you to be profitable today when you're brand new to trading and you just signed up yesterday, take it slow. If you are brand new, Robert, and you really don't know what you're doing, I actually recommend you trade on our simulator first. We have a simulator. It's real-time data, real-time level 2. You can trade stocks and options, but with fake money. And I suggest you trade on the simulator while you learn and go through the courses that are on the site. Okay, there is so much content and educational material on the website where there's the courses, there's webinars, there's workshops, there's so much information on the website that I'd rather, if you're brand new, Robert, again, I'm super stoked that you were green today, just your first day with us, but I would say make sure you go through the courses and learn. Ask me questions if you don't understand something in the courses. I'm here to help. Okay, but I want to make sure you fully understand the material before you start trading with real money. Welcome to the family. I'm glad to have you, Robert. Do you track statistics? I never heard you mention it before. Yeah, Andrew. So as a room, right now we have about a 79% win rate as a room with the moderators that are calling out trades. All of our trading statistics are on the website for members to view at any time. Okay, we're fully transparent. We have a full trade our full trade log on all the moderators that call out alerts. Our full trade log is there on the website. Isaac Sign says, Mike, what are your thoughts on AT&T for a long-term hold? I like Verizon better, but AT&T and Verizon, strong dividend. I mean, if you're buying those stocks, you're buying them for the dividend. Let's be real. You're not buying them for the growth on the share price. You're buying it for the dividend. But I think that Verizon could actually give you a little bit more upside appreciation in the share price. And you got the whole 5G and everything. I think I like Verizon better than AT&T. I think AT&T has a better dividend, though. I think AT&T might have an extra percentage point dividend. I'm not sure what it is on. I'm not sure AT&T's dividend. I know it's a nice one, though. I don't know off the top of my head what their dividend yield is, but I like it. I mean, I would, but it's a dividend play. Understand that. And then what you do, guys, you just reinvest the dividend every year. So what I do with all my dividend holdings, the companies that pay me dividends, okay, the companies that my holdings that pay dividends, I have my accounts set to where when I receive a dividend, it automatically reinvests into the stock. So let's say you owned, I don't know, $1,000 of a company, and they pay you a 5% dividend. So they're going to give you $50. Instead of you actually taking the $50, reinvest it. So now, instead of you having $1,000 worth of the stock, you have $1,050 worth of the stock. So then if they pay you another 5% dividend, you're getting 5% not on 1,000. Now you're getting 5% on 1,050. So then what is that, like 1,000? What is that, $65 or whatever? So now you have, $1,100 and something worth of the stock. So then you reinvest the dividend again. So now instead of getting 5% on 1,000, you're getting 5% on 1,150. So then, and so on and so on and so on. It's compounding. It's compounding interest on your money. That's essentially what you're doing. Then you factor in, you add on top of that any price appreciation in the stock. So let's say, Verizon goes from 58 to 65 or from 58 to 70 over the course of, 5 years. You're going to get that appreciation on top of that dividend payment that continues to compile. So that's what I do with all of my dividend holdings. It's something I would recommend anyone that's looking to, Mike, are you an EV type of guy? I actually just got, so I'm a car guy in general. I love cars. I'm a big car fanatic. Okay. I've got, more than one vehicle. And we actually just got the Porsche Taycan Turbo S, the electric Porsche. It is so insanely stupid fast. It's not even funny. Like it's like a roller coaster. Like, when you're on a roller coaster and you're sitting there and you're not moving, and then all of a sudden the roller coaster just like shoots you out of the thing. Like that's what it feels like. Like there's the torque. It's so insane. You go from 0 to 100% max power instantly on all 4 wheels. Like there's no it's out of control. It's so insanely fast. But I still do prefer good old engine. I prefer a gas-powered vehicle. Nice. Deanna, listen. Well, I'm glad you found us. I'm glad you found us. I'm glad you're here now. It's a learning process. Deanna says, I wish I found TGD when I started trading. I lost a lot at first on my own. I'm on a trial membership now, but will be a full member as soon as I make up a bit of a loss. I already have learned a lot, and I made up some money today with OXBR. Excellent. OXBR was a great trade there today. Excellent job. Excellent job. Yes, Kay, we did call that Roku move. Yeah, Casey says, is this the channel that called out that Roku move? Because literally 2 days later it exploded $20. Yes, Casey, we did call out Roku. What are my thoughts on Palantir set to begin trading? I don't know. We got to see where it opens. These IPOs have been so nuts, or these initial listings have been so nuts. Where you look at Snowflake, where the IPO was priced at 120, it opened up at like 240. Palantir, I'm sure, is going to gap up as well from the initial listing price. I'm sure that one's going to gap up as well. I don't trade these IPOs, guys, and I don't invest in the IPOs either. I wait for when a company first goes public, I wait for them to announce a couple of quarters worth of earnings before I go and actually add it to my long-term portfolio. I mean, Palantir, it's a cool company. But it's just, I don't trade IPOs, or if I do trade an IPO, it'll be for like a real quick momentum move. It's not something like you'll never see me invest. You'll never see me invest like the day of an IPO where I'm going to, oh my God, this company's going public. I want to own it and I buy it. No way. Never, ever. I always wait. MP says, do you post a watch list in the TGG dashboard? Yes, MP, every single morning between 8:30 and 9 a.m. Eastern time, we post our watch list. These are the stocks that we are focusing on the day. We also go through a trade game plan and breakdown, and then I also go over with you guys why we are following these stocks and what levels I'm looking for support and resistance. All right, guys. All right, gang. So that just about does it there for our Q&A. I think we're good here. I gave some time for people to log on. That was a nice little Q&A session. We did it for about 40. Whoa, oh wow, almost an hour. My God, almost an hour long Q&A. So yeah, guys. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to get into the topics that I want to discuss with you on this live stream, which is understanding the tier trading strategy and how that can help you keep losing trades small. It's a risk management strategy that I implement in my trading. I learned it when I worked at a hedge fund, and it's something I teach all of our TGG members. Okay. But before I get into the tier trading strategy and explaining that tier trading strategy to each and every single one of you, I want all of you right now to show me how much you appreciate these live streams. If you are excited to learn about the tier trading strategy, I want each and every single one of you right now to smash that like button. Okay. I'm about to share with you golden nuggets of information. Okay, golden nuggets of information that are going to be guaranteed to change your trading. Okay, this is going to be guaranteed to change your trading. So if you guys are excited to change your trading for the better and you want to get ready to see some drastic results in your P&L, the topics and the education I'm about to share with you completely for free is going to do just that. So if you guys want to get that information, smash that like button. Okay, I want to get us up to a few hundred likes before I get into the educational part of this live stream. So go ahead, gang, start smashing that like button. Let's go, guys. Keep on smashing. Let's go. Atifa says, too bad I can't hit it more than once. I know, right? So many people always want to hit that like button more than once. William Robson, Mike, short and sweet. Apple stocks, reinvest or no? Absolutely reinvest. Absolutely. Nope, Alexander, I'm about to get into tears now. So you are in luck. Smash that like button, guys. All right, smash that like button. All right, guys, what I want to do now, I want to take some attendance. I want to see who we got with us here. Okay, I want to see who's with us here. If you guys are not a member of True Trading Group, I want you guys to go ahead right now and type the letters TTG in chat right now. All right, if you are not a member of True Trading Group, okay, I want you to type TTG in the chat right now. If you are not a member, go ahead and type TTG in chat right now, guys. I want to see who we got here that's on this live stream that's not a member of True Trading Group. All right, who we got here? James, Dan Ferreira, Michelle Hamilton, Jaroslav, Claire Bradley, Allison Cole, Carlton Neal, Say, Oriella Ortiz, Smile, Massimo Colangioli, Jeffrey Wu, Big Ship Sailing on the Ocean, Trade Raider. What's up, my man? Cynthia Abanga, Dinan Jeha, HVAC. All right, so we got a couple. All right, cool. All right, so we have a bunch of people here that are not yet members of True Trading Group. Yeah, I'm going to get into that in a second, guys. I'm going to get into that in a second. All right, Quiet Cricket, Nelson Vega, not yet TTG members. MK, not a member. All right, guys, cool. Very cool. All right, who here is part of our TTG3 trial program? If you're part of our 7-day TTG3 trial program, guys, go ahead and type the number 3 in chat right now. If you are part of our TTG3 trial program, go ahead and type the number 3 in chat right now. All right, Marty Imes, part of our trial program. Big Ship, Milan, Alejandro, Latifa, Jack Tellefson, Bruno, Netgar, Patrick, Doug Pham, Ben Gray, not yet a member, Barbara Gordon, Mohammed Riazi, Deanne Defoe. Nice. Leon Washington Jr. says, TTG, I joined the trial a week ago. I learned some good info from the free courses that you offer. I'm looking to learn more. Thank you so much. Nice. All right, Stephen Darbin, also a trial member. Quiet Cricket, saving up for that full-time membership. I'm ready when you are, man. I'm ready when you are. Jeffrey Wu, it is not too late to do the trial. Nice. XX Cream says, joined last week. The name is Matty D in chat on TTG. Thanks so much for all you and the team do, Mike. I'm learning so much. I had a small green day today. I really appreciate the help. Nice. Matty D, my man, what's going on? It's just the beginning, brother. Just the beginning. Yes, Robert Samples says, I'm a TG3 trial member. I'm going to knock out all those courses this week. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. MP is a TG3 trial member. How do I get the best discount? MP, listen up. Stay around. We're going to talk about that. Justin Richardson says, I'm not a member yet, but soon. Justin, that's what I'm talking about, man. I like your style. I'm ready when you are. I'm ready when you are. All right, I'm ready when you are. Okay, so listen, there's a couple of you, MP, Jeffrey Wu, there's a couple of you that are asking me specifically about these memberships and how you guys can join the TG family, how you guys can get the best discount. Well, I'm going to explain to you guys real quick the best discount that you could get, because it's actually still something I have available that is only around for another day. Okay, you only have another 2 days actually to get the best discount that you possibly can with True Trading Group. But first, before we talk about discounts, I want to explain to you guys what you actually get when you join True Trading Group, because a lot of people in here that type that TTG in chat, and a lot of you may not know what else comes along with the TTG membership. So before we get into the educational part of this live stream, which is going to be understanding the tier trading strategy and how the tier trading strategy can help you keep losing trades small. That's the key we're going to talk about in this live stream. How do you keep losing trades small? Okay, that's one of the biggest aspects when it comes to trading. That's the most important key component of good risk management. That's what we're going to talk about when it comes to tier trading. But as a member of True Trading Group, you guys are going to be getting access to our daily chat room every single day. Okay, from 7:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday, obviously excluding market holidays, where I share my screen with you guys throughout the trading day, and I'm live on the microphone telling you exactly what I'm doing before I do it. You see exactly what I'm doing. You see my screen, I share it with you, and I'm on the microphone telling you when I'm buying, when I'm selling, what I'm doing, what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking, what my analysis is. I always tell you guys and walk you through my analysis, because as equally as important as it is for people to want to follow the trades that I'm making, it's more important that you understand why I'm making the trades that I'm making. And that's why I come on the mic and I explain to you what I'm seeing and what I expect to have happen, and what I'm buying, what I'm selling before I actually make the trade. Okay. The chat room as a whole is currently sporting about a 79% win rate. That's between me and the other moderators that call out trades in chat. It's myself, Jason Spatafora, the Wolf of Wheat Street, who's back this week, guys. He was sick for a couple of days last week. He's back. He's back in our chat. You've got Jay Downing, who's our swing trade master. You've got Chris Toner, who's been trading options for over 20 years. Then you have Jason Simmons, the professor, who helps everybody with market commentary and general education and technical analysis. But our moderators as a group that are calling out trades, we're sporting about a 79% win rate in the chat room. Your membership comes included with 15 courses that are the same course material that I learned working at a hedge fund. For those of you that do not know who I am or how I got started trading, my very first job out of college was working for a hedge fund in New York City with just under $500 million under management. While at that hedge fund, I went through a 3-month educational training program where different traders from the fund taught me how to trade. I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I did not do years of back testing and research. I didn't figure this out in my mother's basement. I was taught how to trade by professional traders on Wall Street. That is how I became the trader that I am today. That is the same information that I've simplified and created the TGD course curriculum with. So when you join TTG, you are getting access to a simplified version of the same education I received working at a hedge fund. So when you ask yourself, if I said to you, hey, how much money would you pay to get trained at a hedge fund on Wall Street? I don't know, you tell me, how much would that be worth? Okay, but that is what you're getting when you join True Trading Group. You're getting 15 of our courses, guys, that include everything from beginner and foundation stock trading, beginner foundation option trading, all the way to advanced stock trading and advanced option trading. You also get our new swing trading course. Okay, you've got Trader Psychology Part 1, Trader Psychology Part 2. You've got How to Trade a Market Crash. I mean, we've got all of these courses that are included in your TGD curriculum. It's the same information that I learned working at the hedge fund, just a simplified version. I created these courses myself. You get access to all of these courses. Okay, you get access to all of these courses included for free with your membership. You do not have to pay extra for any of these courses ever. When we come out with a brand new course, it's automatically included with your membership. You do not have to pay additional money when we come out with a new course. Okay, it is automatically included. We are the Netflix of trading communities. Okay, Netflix charges you one price for a membership when they come out with new content or a new video or a new movie or a new documentary. They don't charge you extra for that. It's included. Same thing with True Trading Group. You pay one price, you get access to everything that we have. You also get our our trade simulator. You guys can practice trading stocks and options with real-time level 2 data with fake money. Okay, while you guys are practice implementing the material that you learn going through the courses, like Robert, I'm not picking on you, Robert, but you said before earlier that you just joined True Trading Group. Today's your first day. You're brand new at trading, and you were green today following us in chat, and that's incredible. I'm super happy that you were green today. But I just want to make sure that you are you take your time, take it slow, get an education, okay, before you really keep going and you keep pushing, because I want to make sure you guys use the information you learn in the courses and then implement it in the simulator. Prove to yourself you guys can make money with fake money first before you start trading with your hard-earned cash. You'll also get access to our stock screener. Our stock screener allows you guys to filter through thousands of stocks during the day, so you know which stocks are in play. If you guys wanted to know, okay, you were wondering, how did you find OXBR? How did you find PLL? How did you find SPI the other day? Well, you guys need to go through and use our stock screener, because you can filter through thousands of stocks to figure out and filter them through by certain criteria, so you know what stocks deserve your undivided attention, and you know where to focus as a trader, and you can put yourself in the best, hottest stocks to give yourself the best opportunity to profit from. Okay. You also get access to our stock profile tool. This is our due diligence companion, where we compile financial information about the company, news, stock info, all the analyst ratings on a particular company. You have unlimited access to downloadable PDF reports on any company that you are interested in to help make your investment and trading decisions. You also get access to over 75 hours of webinars and workshops, where myself and the other moderators, every month we conduct multiple webinars and workshops on various topics on trading stocks, options, day trading, swing trading, risk management. Okay, the cannabis sector, we just did one. Okay, how to grow a small account from 500 to 25,000. We do cover different topics. You guys have access to all of that information. It's extra educational content. As a member, you'll also be able to join those webinars and workshops live, so you can interact with us and ask questions. Okay. You'll also get access to a free one-on-one mentor session when you guys sign up. So you can do a one-on-one mentor session with any one of our pro moderators that are in chat. I suggest when you guys sign up, take a couple of weeks, get familiar with the different traders that are in our chat room that are calling out trades, so that you know which moderator best fits your style. Okay. And like I said, all future resources and courses are included in your membership. So whenever we come out with a new resource or tool, like we just launched a live Benzinga news feed a few weeks ago, where you're getting live, up to the date, breaking news headlines right in our chat room, live from Benzinga. That's included in your membership. Whenever we come out with something new like that, you don't pay extra for it, guys. It's completely included. Now, this leads me to a couple of you were asking me about discounts and how can I get the biggest discount that's available. And you guys are in luck, because we have extended what is the best discount that we have available up until Wednesday at midnight. And that discount is a 41% discount by using coupon code TTG920. It's right here on your screen right now. There's your coupon code, guys. Use coupon code TTG920. That offer will expire at midnight on Wednesday. You are running out of time before our price jumps. Okay, starting in October, the price of a membership is going to jump. So this is your last chance to get this discount. A membership is usually $2,048 for the year, but with this coupon code, you guys get a 41% discount, which brings it all the way down to only $1,198. That is a monster of a discount, but it's only available up until Wednesday. So there were a few of you that were asking me in the chat about, how do I get a discount? How do I get a discount? There's your answer. Okay, there is your answer. We had a lot of people we had such a tremendous response from people that signed up in September. This was originally our Labor Day weekend sale, but we had so many people that were messaging me, signing up, and so many people that were, they're really looking to learn, and they want to start making money elsewhere because their unemployment benefits ran out, or they're still furloughed, or whatever, they're laid off, whatever it is. And we had so many people that were joining, and so many people that were finding ways to supplement their income and go down a new road and a new path of financial freedom in their lives, that I wanted to make sure that people had enough time to save the money that they wanted to, because I was getting messages from people on Twitter, on Facebook, that were saying, hey man, can you extend this just a couple more days? I'm saving up some money. I really want to join the THD family. And I said, sure, why the hell not? I don't, it's not about whatever I can do to help you guys, I'm here. I spend time every week, basically almost every single day, doing these live streams with you guys to help you as the best as I can. I answer all of your questions the best that I can. I give you guys free content all the time because I want to make sure you guys have access to all the information and resources needed to become a consistently profitable trader. So we've extended the sale up until Wednesday at midnight, but Wednesday at midnight, that's it. It's done. Okay, so if you guys have not done so already, take advantage of this coupon code TTG920. Get a 41% discount, guys, while it still lasts, because our prices are going to be going up in October. All right, 80% of our TTG family are making back 7 to 10 times their membership fee within the first 6 months of their membership. Of that 80%, 30% of them are making it back in just the first 1 month. Let me say that stat again. This is a statistic that we got from our members in the chat room when we surveyed them. 80% of our members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee. So think about it this way. If you were to invest $11.98 in yourself right now to get the same education that I learned while working at a hedge fund, access to everything that I just mentioned to you, you'd have an 80% chance of making $8,000 to $10,000 back profit within the first 6 months. And of that 80%, another 30% chance to do that within just the first 30 days. That is the opportunity that you have present right now for just $1,198 by using the coupon code TTG920. Okay, so I'm literally telling you guys to invest $11.98 in yourself, get the education, have an 80% chance to make that money back 7 to 10 times in 6 months. Who would not take that deal? Because if I took any one of you to Vegas right now and I told you there was an 80% chance that roulette wheel was going to come out black, all of you would put $1,000 down on black, no questions asked. Well, I'm telling you that's only going to pay you 2 to 1. If you put your money on black and it comes out black, you're going to get 2 to 1. So if you put down $1,000, you're going to get $2,000. I'm telling you that if you put down $1,000 right now for True Trading Group, that you are going to get $8,000 to $10,000 back and have an 80% chance of getting $8,000 to $10,000 back, because people are making 7 to 10 times their fee back in the first 6 months of their membership. That's what I'm telling you. So who in their right mind is not going to take that deal, guys? We also are getting very close to our Tesla Model 3 giveaway. Okay. We at True Trading Group, every 300 members that we get in TTG, we give away a Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 cash, whichever you prefer. Please don't take the cash. I really want to give you keys. I really want to hand somebody the keys to a Tesla. Okay. But we are very close to our 300 mark. It's filling up quick. It's filling up quick. All you have to do to be included in that raffle is be a full-time member of True Trading Group. That's it. So now I'm telling you, not only with coupon code TTG920, not only are you going to get the education, not only are you going to get access to all my trades, not only are you going to get access to our chat room, our mobile app, our simulator, our stock screener, the workshops, the webinars, the one-on-one, not only are you going to get all that, you're going to get an 80% chance to make 7 to 10 times your money back in 6 months, and you're going to get a chance to win a Tesla Model 3. That's what I'm telling you guys all right now. Okay, we're over 30% of the way. They were almost up to like 40% of the way there on giving away that Tesla Model 3. All you need to be is a member of True Trading Group. Now, TTG3 trial members do not count. Okay, if you are a TTG3 trial member, you are not included in the Tesla raffle. The Tesla raffle is strictly for full-time TTG members. Okay, it's strictly for full-time TTG members. Also, guys, do not forget that Friday is free laptop giveaway. Every Friday in the month of October, we are going to be raffling off 5 laptops to our TTG members. Again, all you need to be is a full-time member of True Trading Group to be included in the raffle. Again, every Friday, we're giving away 5 Asus laptops to our TTG members. So now, by joining coupon code TTG920, you're going to get a chance to win a laptop every Friday in the month of October. You're going to have a chance to win a Tesla Model 3 in the month of October, and you're going to get that discount, and you're going to get the chance. Okay, all of this. Okay, this is what you guys are getting access to with this TTG 920. Now, again, you do not have access to these raffles if you are a TTG Trial 3 member. Now, if you are not ready to yet join the TTG family, okay, if you're not ready to join the TTG family, which I'm not sure after explaining to you everything that you're getting for only $1,198 for the entire year. And guys, also don't forget that you are locking yourself in at that price. So let's say next year it comes time for your membership to renew. Let's say our membership is $2,200 by next year. you are only going to have to pay $11.98 to renew. So you are locking yourself in at this 41% discount. And I'm telling you that discount's gone Wednesday night. So make sure you guys are jumping on this coupon code now. If you're not ready to join TTG full time, we do have a 7-day trial for a one-time payment of $3. It's called our TTG3 trial program. This gets you 7-day access to our member dashboard. You're going to get 3 days in our chat room to trade with me live. You're going to get access to 3 courses that are guaranteed to help make you guys better traders. You're going to get access to our stock profile tool, our Benzinga live news feed, our Squawk Box audio feed, and you're also going to get access to all of our trade history. So you guys can go on our website, you can view our trade log, and you can see our journals and see, okay, all of the trades that myself and the other moderators have called out in chat. You'll see all of our performance, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the sexy. You'll see all of it. Okay, that's what you guys get for a one-time payment of just $3. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial, but you are under no obligation to do so. It's one-time payment of $3. Go to ttgthree.com. The URL is right there on the bottom of your screen. Again, that's ttgthree.com for your trial membership. Again, if you join the trial, you are not included in the Tesla raffle and you're not included in the laptop raffle. That is for full-time TTG members only. So for that, to make sure you are included and make sure you give yourself a chance to win the Tesla and give yourself a chance to win the laptop, make sure you use coupon code TTG920. Okay, now, with that being said, guys, it's time to get down to business. All right, it's time for us now to get into the lesson that I wanted to talk about here with you guys on this live stream, the lesson that I'm excited to go over with you all. And that is the tier trading method and the tier trading strategy. Yes, MP says, is there a class on risk management and size positions based on small, medium accounts? MP, yes, I actually did an entire workshop on risk management. I did an entire workshop on risk management that talks about position size, that talks about stop loss placement. That is all included in the webinar and workshop sections of the website. So there's an entire 2-hour long workshop that deals specifically in risk management and position size. Okay, that is all included with your membership. Okay, that's all included with your membership. Okay, so let's talk about the tier trading method, guys. All right, because this is something that I learned while working at a hedge fund, and it allows you to help keep losing trades small and stay in winning trades longer. The idea that we're going to discuss here on this live stream is how to keep losing trades small. Okay. And the concept here with the tier trading strategy is that when you think you see something, when you think you see a particular setup, okay, when you think you guys see a particular setup, you are testing the waters with what I call a tier 1 position size. A tier 1 position size is 25% of your desired size. So let's say you wanted to buy 1,000 shares of a particular stock. Your tier 1 is going to just be 250 shares. Now, I sell my winning trades in 3, sometimes 4 pieces. I sell in tiers, okay? When I enter a trade, I identify 4 levels. First, stop loss. Second, profit target 1, then profit target 2, and then profit target 3. I know these 3 levels before I enter a trade, okay? You should too. And when my profit target 1 is reached, I sell 25% of my position. When my profit target 2 is reached, I sell 50% of my position. Then when my profit target 3 is reached, I sell that last final 25% of my position. Sometimes I'll break that last piece up into 2 separate pieces and sell them if the stock has a lot of momentum and is continuing to push higher. I might hold on to a small piece and try to extend those gains as best I can. Okay. So that's how I sell my winning trades. That's how the tier trading strategy can help you stay in winning trades longer. All right. Now, the staying in winning trades longer with the tier trading method, the whole concept with tiering out of your position is so that you are not under pressure to sell your entire position all at once at the perfect moment. Because what happens with most traders is that they'll panic when the stock gives them a pullback, and they get scared they're going to give away all of their profit. So they get scared, and as soon as the stock pulls in, they sell their entire position, and the stock ends up continuing higher. So the tier trading method, taking profits in tiers, is designed specifically to make it easier for you to hold during pullbacks. So by you taking your position off in pieces like that, when you sell 25% of your position and the stock then gives you a little bit of a pullback, it's easier to hold on to that position mentally because you've already locked in profit and you've reduced risk on the back end of your position. Then when your next profit target is reached, you sell the big bulk of your position. That's your money maker. Okay, that's when you're selling half your position size at profit target 2. And that makes it now easy for you to stay in the winning trade longer, because now if you get that real big follow through move, that real big continuation, that extension play, if you get that move, you're now still in the trade. Are you in your full size? No. But you're still in 25% of your position, and the stock is extending and it's running and it's going, and you're still in 25% of your position, rather than you exiting your entire position when the stock gave you that first pullback. And then you're sitting there saying to me, oh my God, I always sell too soon. How many of you say that? How many of you say, oh my God, I sell my winners too soon? And it's most likely because you're not using a tier trading strategy. You're not using a tier method. So you're putting too much pressure on yourself to have to sell your entire position all at once. And that is a very difficult thing to do because you never really know when is the top. You never know when's the top. You're never going to pick the exact top of a stock. Okay, so don't try to. Just identify potential resistance levels. Identify potential resistance levels. And when those resistance levels are reached, that's what a profit target is. A profit target is a resistance level. And the reason why you're going to take profit in front of that resistance level is in case that resistance level doesn't break. But on the flip side, you don't want to just sell your entire position at that first level, because what if the stock keeps going? And that's why you sell in pieces. So when first resistance level is reached, that's profit target 1, you sell 25%. This way, if the stock now fails and pulls back in, you've already taken some profit, you've reduced risk on the rest of your position. You can end up having a very small loss if the trade fails because you've already sold some for a profit. Okay. Then if you get the profit target 2, you take 50% of your position off the table. And now it makes it easy for you to hold and stay in that trade. So when you get that follow through, that's when you guys can really bank. Okay. That's the whole concept in trading in tiers. Now, when you become a full-time member of True Trading Group and you use the coupon code that's on the screen right now, TTG920, that'll get you the 41% discount. It's also going to get you access to the entire TTG curriculum, all the courses. There's an entire section in the courses that is dedicated specifically to the tier trading strategy. What I want people to do right now, if you are a member of True Trading Group, if you're a member of TTG, I want you to comment real quick about the tier trading strategy and if it has helped you become a better trader. Again, my TTG family members that are on the live stream right now, I want you to comment in the chat and tell people that are unfamiliar with the tier trading strategy, tell them how the tier trading strategy, or has the tier trading strategy helped you become a better trader? That's simple. Has the tier trading strategy helped you become a better trader? I want my TTG family members to answer that question in chat right now. All right, here we go. Roosh Stage, it works really well. The education pays for itself, keeps me in winning trades longer and helps me manage risk. Learning that has helped a ton. Let the winners run. Smiley, it helped me nail PLL and hold on to the trade longer. Swell Die says, I did it today. Christina, tier trading has helped minimize losses by taking profits as we go. The Stockinator says, absolutely for real. Sahil says, very good, take profits on the way up and cut losses. Willard says, it's absolutely helped my trades and confidence. G. Dozier says, absolutely most death. Andre says, it was only my second day, but I'm already listening today. Tier trading was very helpful. Guys, I mean, just look at, great, changes your habits, says Mitchell. Richie Scalia says, I would not, without a doubt, even be trading anymore if I did not join TTG. David Padilla says, tiered exits are everything. Christina Chong says, I'm guilty of bag holding in the past before I met TTG. Bucky Lay says, real talk. Wendy Fonseca says, yes, absolutely. Nick Lowry says, it absolutely works, guys. I've been using it on X options and killed it the last 2 weeks. I just doubled my small account. Okay. Joseph Torres says, excellent. It works all the time. I mean, guys, this is what TTG members are telling you about the tier trading strategy. Freddie Sanchez says, yes, I buy my full position. I sell out in 3 or 4 tiers. Raising Cane says, made one first trade today at work and I got stopped out but kept my losses so small because of tier trading. It was no big deal. Big Bala says, TTG tier trading strategy is the bomb. It keeps losers very small and lets my winners run. Peter Julius Joseph says, TTG taught me everything to be a full-time trader now. Peter Julius, yes, bro. Peter Julius now a full-time trader. Yes. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations, my man. Oh, my God. Mike Doyle says, my first week as a member, I've never been taught about tier trading until watching Mike's trade last week. I would always buy all and then sell all at once. Okay, learning, guys, learning. Wendy says, I use this strategy literally every day. Sarah says, I've not been a member long, but I'm already getting better. JD Seafood says, I use tier trading daily. Dick Richards says, oh, I just lost his message. Tiered it for the first time today. Very encouraging. Christopher Hunt says, the tier trading strategy helps keep my heart from beating out of my chest. Stephen Arbor says, 100% it works well. I highly recommend this approach when trading. Over time, your P&L will be enhanced through this approach. This isn't me saying this to you anymore, guys. This is TTG members telling you the results they are experiencing by using this tier trading method. Constantly learning with this group, says Sarah. Cello says, yep, this takes all the stress off the trade. Jimmy says, the strategy has helped me so much, but you have to actually do it. Don't have the money in your hand and get greedy. Mark F says, I went from monster losses before TTG to some really nice green days. That's what I've learned being a part of True Trading Group. Kevin says, Mike taught me how to take profits. Okay, guys? Nice. Sarah says, my best profit ever I had this morning right before I had to go to work. Yes. Beautiful. Ben Zun says, no one else teaches this. That's because no one else worked at a hedge fund. That's honest, guys. That's what this comes down to. I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught this working at a hedge fund. I had an unfair advantage over most of you when it became time to start your trading career because I was fortunate enough to begin my trading career by being taught by millionaire successful traders at a hedge fund on Wall Street. I wasn't on YouTube trying to figure things out on my own. You know, I wasn't buying DVD packages and reading books. I was going to work, taking the train into New York City every day, sitting in a classroom style setting, learning from some of the top traders on Wall Street. This is where I learned this entire approach, and this is why I implement it in my trading and I teach to all of our members. And that's the difference. This is the difference when you join True Trading Group. It's the difference is the education. The difference is the camaraderie. The difference is the group, the members that actually care about the success and failures of the group and of the family. That's the difference with True Trading Group, guys. That's what Ben Zun just said. No one teaches this. That's because no one else learned it. They don't know how to teach it. That's why. Yep, I also now do this with option contracts. Profits are finally enjoyable and losses are controlled thanks to learning this with True Trading Group. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Annie G says, tier trading is definitely what helped make me profitable. You guys are hearing this right from TTG members themselves. You're not even hearing it from me anymore. Soon said Sahil says, when can we all do a group trade in a room together? As soon as coronavirus is over and it's a thing of the past, we're going to do an in-person meetup. I think like everyone flies in on like a Thursday night, and then Friday we'll all trade together in a big seminar room together. We'll either do like we'll get like a seminar at the University of Miami, or maybe we'll rent out like a huge conference room in Vegas somewhere, and we'll all trade together on Friday. And then we'll go out Friday night. We'll have some fun. And like Saturday, we'll go back into the seminar room. We'll do some one-on-ones. We'll do some education, some courses, some coursework. We'll learn, go over a bunch of material. We'll go over that stuff. We're going to have so much fun, guys. But it's we were planning on doing that like April, May of this year. And then coronavirus obviously screwed that up. So, but once COVID is over, I do plan on doing an in-person meetup, and we can all trade together in a room. Okay, so now moving on, continuing with the tier trading strategy, because what I want to talk to you guys about now, so that's the winning aspect of the tier trading strategy. That's taking profits, right? That's helping you stay in winning trades longer. Now let's talk about helping you keep losing trades small. Taking that first piece of profit off also helps you guys keep losing trades small, because if the trade fails, you've already taken 25% of your position off the table, and the stock then pulls itself back in. Now, if you are bound by the PDT rule, you are only going to be able to take profits on the way out. Okay, if you're bound by PDT rule, you can only take profits on the way. You're not going to be able to tier your way into a position, because you're going to use up all your day trades that way. Okay, but if you buy 1,000 shares and you sell 250, 500, 250, that'll count as one day trade. But if you buy 500 shares, then you buy another 500 shares, then you sell 250, 500, 250, that's going to count as 2 day trades. So it's going to, because that'll be 2 entries. So if you are bound by the PDT rule, your focus on this lesson is going to be tiering out of your position. You enter your position all at once, and then you tier 25, 50, 25 out when your profit targets are reached. And that's going to help you guys stay in winning trades longer. But it'll also help you keep losing trades small, because when that first profit target fails, let's say the high of the day is your first profit target. Let's say you buy a stock at $5, the high of the day is $5.70, and you sell 25% of your position at $5.65, and the high of the day does not break. The stock double tops and rolls back over. You end up getting stopped out at $4.90. The fact that you've already taken profit off the table at $5.65 is going to allow you to walk away from that failed trade either net profitable or break even, or with a tiny, tiny, tiny loss. And that's how tier trading, even on the way out, can help you keep your losing trades small. Okay, so that's what you need to focus on specifically if you are bound by PDT rule. If you're not bound by PDT rule, we're going to talk about both now. I already explained to you and talked to you about tiering on the way out, and now we're going to talk about tiering on the way in. The concept with tier trading, guys, on tiering your way into a position is for you to get a tier 1. Tier 1 is 25% of your desired position size. So let's say if you're full size on a stock, if you were going to buy a stock full size and it was going to be 1,000 shares, your tier 1 would be only 250. The reason why you enter tier 1 is because you think you see something. You're not quite sure yet, but you think you see something. You think you see a nice pattern. You think you see a nice setup, but you don't yet have any confirmation. Okay? So in those situations, or maybe you want to buy the stock, but it's really far away from the support level that needs to be your stop loss. You're not comfortable with a full-size position up here, so you want to lower your position size. You can take a tier 1 position. Okay? So you enter, like let's say you're looking at a stock and you say, you know what, I think I see a TTG triangle. Right? I think I see a TTG triangle. I'm not quite sure, but I think I see one. In that scenario, you might be inclined to enter a tier 1 starter. It's called a starter position, also referred to as a feeler position. You're testing the waters. You think you see something, but you're not quite sure. So you enter that tier 1. The concept here is that if you're wrong and what you thought you saw is actually not there, and you get stopped out, you're getting stopped out on only 25% of your size. So your loss is going to be very, very small. It's not going to hurt. Hell, it's not even going to sting. You're going to get stopped out, and you're going to move right on to the next stock, the next trade setup with a clear head and a small loss. Now, the trick here is adding tier 2, okay? Because when you add tier 1, it's only 25% of your size. Now, this is going to be personal preference. You can add 2 different ways. You can add tier 2 right up to your full size, which would be then the other 75%. So in this example, with the 250 and your full size is 1,000 shares, you add 750. So that'll take you to your full size. Or you can add tier 2, which would be 50%, which would be 500 shares, and then add tier 3, which would be the final 250 to get you to that 1,000 shares. Most of the time, I go 25-75 on my tier 1, tier 2 entry. I go tier 1, 25%, tier 2, full size. Okay? But now let's talk about when you enter tier 2. You're going to enter tier 2 when whatever you thought you saw is confirmed. So if you thought you saw a TTG triangle, now my TTG members, you guys know this already. What confirms a TTG triangle? A high volume break out of the downtrend resistance line that makes up the triangular pattern. If what I'm saying to you sounds foreign, do not worry. There's an entire course dedicated to the TTG triangle pattern. It's my absolute favorite chart setup. I teach all of our members to look for it daily. It is the highest probability chart setup, in my opinion, that any day trader can trade. It gives you the highest probability of success with the best risk reward that I can find. That's why it's my absolute favorite chart setup. You'll learn that pattern like the back of your hand when you guys become full-time members of True Trading Group. Okay, it's my absolute favorite pattern. All right, so to confirm a TT triangle, it's a high volume break out of the downtrend resistance line. Okay, that makes up the triangle pattern. So in that example, you guys would buy a tier 1 position when you think you see a TT triangle, but then once you get the confirmation when the stock breaks up and out of that triangular pattern, that is when you then add tier 2. And the thought process here is that once you get confirmation that what you thought you saw was correct, the idea here is that the probability of that pattern has now increased because you got confirmation. That's the concept. The concept is you're going to wait to go to full size until after you've gotten confirmation. That is the concept when we're talking about tier 1, tier 2 on entering your position size. Okay, so again, let me recap that. When you think you see a chart pattern, it can be a bull flag. It can be a head and shoulders. It can be a cup and handle. It could be a trade line VWAP crossover. It could be any pattern you think you see. In the consolidation of that pattern, you enter tier 1 because you think you see that pattern. But once that pattern is confirmed, which would be a high volume break out of that pattern, that is when you add tier 2 and then you look for the follow through move. Because while a pattern is still consolidating, you have a certain probability of that pattern working out in one specific price action, or one direction, rather. But once you get the breakout confirmation, the idea now is that the probability of you getting that directional price movement has increased. It's not 100%. You're never going to get 100%, but the probability of that price action is now higher than it was when you entered tier 1. So the concept is you're adding to your position when the probability has moved further in your favor, which should help increase win rate. And in the meantime, before you get the confirmation, you're only in 25% of your size. So if the pattern fails and you do not get that breakout confirmation, you are only getting stopped out on 25% of your size. That's how you use the tier trading strategy to keep losses small. Okay, that is how you do it. Important thing to note, when you add to your position, you need to move your stop loss up. Okay, you need to move your stop loss up. Think of it this way. If you enter a consolidation pattern, you enter tier 1 because you think you see a bull flag. So you buy inside the bull flag, you buy tier 1. Breaks out of the bull flag, right? Heavy volume increase out of the bull flag, you add tier 2. If you're adding tier 2, that means something has changed in the pattern. You cannot add tier 2 if nothing has changed. You do not add tier 2 on an average down. You do not add tier 2 when the stock is just bouncing off the support level that you only add tier 2 when something changes. There's a new piece of information that you can factor into your analysis that gives you further confirmation that the setup that you were looking at is correct. That's when you add tier 2. So if that's the case, if something's changed, you should have a new stop loss on that pattern. You do not need to hold your stop loss all the way back down to your initial stop that was inside the consolidation. Okay? Very important that you guys understand this aspect of adding tier 2 and moving that stop loss up. Okay? Very important aspect of this. Okay? So that's how I use my tier trading strategy. That's how I teach the tier trading strategy. Does anybody have any specific questions about the tier trading strategy specifically, or anything that I just talked about with tier 1, tier 2, adding? Does anybody have any questions about this? Noble Eagle, good question. Noble Eagle says, why not then just wait to enter 100% after you get that confirmation? A lot easier said than done. You know, and the reason why it's a lot easier said than done, Noble, because at this moment, this is when traders struggle with pulling the trigger because they feel like they're chasing it, right? They feel like they're chasing it, okay? So the idea of you entering that tier 1 is to get you in the trade so that if the stock does start to run away from you, there's been times, Noble, where I've entered tier 1 and I never got a chance to enter tier 2 because the stock just took off that quickly. And I felt like I was chasing. I never entered tier 2, but I was still in 25% size. So I was able to walk away with a single or double on the trade because I did get the move I was looking for, but I wasn't able to add. But the reason why you don't necessarily wait for that confirmation breakout move is because and listen, if you are okay doing it, then obviously every trader is going to be different. But a lot of traders will struggle pulling the trigger at that point because a lot of traders will feel like they're so far away from their stop loss and they're going to wait for a pullback. And sometimes that pullback never comes. And that's when you end up missing these breakouts a lot. So by getting that tier 1, it gets you in the trade. And then you don't feel like you're chasing the move as much because that initial tier 1 keeps your average price lower. So when you add on that move higher, your average price is still beneath you. So you don't feel as it's an emotional trigger. Like it's an emotional insurance policy so that you feel better about having stock lower so you don't feel as if you're chasing it as much. And then if the stock does give you a little pullback, you're going to be less inclined to panic out of that position because your average price is lower than where you're chasing that stock higher. And it just becomes a mental game at that point where traders will struggle at that moment. And that's typically when volatility picks up during a stock's price action and things can whip back and forth quickly. They panic, their emotions get involved, and they end up exiting the trade, and the stock takes off without them. So that's why that's why you use the tier 1 and then enter and then add tier 2, if that makes sense. Yo, Bo Ryan, my boy. Yo, Bo, what's up, man? I see you, brother. Bo, what's up, man? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, man. How do you tier out after entering tier 2 or 3? Same way. Okay, so after you enter the tier 2, okay, you are still tiering out now, but off your full size. So let's say your tier 1 was 250 shares. You add then to get up to the full 1,000, okay? And then you add to get up to the full 1,000. You're now in your full 1,000 share position. So you're going to take your profits off when profit target 1 is reached, 25%. So you drop the 250, Profit target 2 is reached, you drop 50%, which is the 500. And then when profit target 3 is reached, you drop the final 25%, which is the 250. Okay, so you still take profits awfully the same way. We're just talking about a different method of getting you into that position. Nice, Bo. Good shit, man. Bo, good shit. I look forward to it, Bo. I look forward to it, my man. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. No, this is not only a day trading strategy. No, 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 no. No, not at all. Not at all. You guys can use this. MK, I mean, I've used this on swing trades. The Wolf will use this on swing. I mean, guys, no, you can use this on options. You can use this on swing trades, day trades. This tier trading strategy is not just for day trading. This is for swing trading, day trading, stocks, options. You can use this methodology on any type of asset class, any type of trading style. That's what I'm telling you guys. I have an entire course specifically dedicated to the tier trading strategy, and you can implement it on day trading, swing trading, stocks, options, whatever. You can use this for anything. All right. So does anybody have any other questions about the tier trading strategy, about what I just talked about, tiering in, tiering out? Does anybody have any questions about that specifically? No. Good. Perfect. Andrew Lai says, well, what if you're using a small account? So Andrew Lai, that's what I said before. If you are under a PDT rule, you don't tier into your position. You only tier out if you are bound by PDT rule. You really can't tier in because you're going to use up your day trades. But you can absolutely tier out. So if you're bound by PDT rule and you buy 1,000 shares, you sell 250, 500, 250, that's one day trade. But if you're under PDT rule and you buy 500 shares and then you buy another 500 shares, then you sell 250, 500, 250, that's 2 day trades. Okay, so you are under PDT. You can't tier in, but you absolutely can and should tier out on winning trades. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm the same way, Noble. Then you and I have very similar trading. So you and I are conservative traders. Then you and I are conservative style traders, which is buying on pullbacks into support levels rather than buying on breaks through resistance. Aggressive traders buy on breaks through resistance. Conservative traders buy on pullbacks into support levels, and then we short on bounces into resistance, as opposed to an aggressive trader would short through a support level. When you tier out, are you all in to? Yeah. So when you're tiering out, you're already in your full size position. Yes. Okay. So when you're tiering out, you're already in your full size position. MK says, do you play more large cap or small cap? I play both, MK. I play both. I'm a very, very diversified trader. I trade small caps. I trade mid caps. I trade large caps. I trade options. I trade ETFs. I trade everything. Okay. I trade everything. Mitchell, I don't know why they have a PDT rule. I think it's the worst rule ever. Like if I ever became president, the first thing I would do would be get rid of PDT rule. I'm dead serious. I hate PDT rules so much. I don't know why it exists. They put that rule in place to supposed to help the little guy and protect the little trader, and I think it hurts them. It hurts them because it causes them to make horrible decisions. Um, it causes them to make horrible decisions, which is like, oh, I'm at a day trade, so I'm not going to sell this when I should. I'm just going to hold on to it. The stock gaps down 20% the next day. I absolutely hate PDT rule. I think it's the dumbest rule ever, but it's the world we live in. You know, those are the rules. If you guys don't like it, you can write a letter to the SEC and FINRA, and I'm sure they won't respond to you, but give it a shot. Yeah, cash account, you won't be under PDT rule. Cash account, you won't be under PDT rule. Yes, Samar Salam says, do you have options trading in your courses? Yes, we have a beginner options trading course, and we also have an advanced options trading course that is included for free with your membership. Oh, nice. You guys would all vote for me if I ran for president? Michael Edward 2024. I can get down with that. Edward 2024. Huh? Edward 2024. Who's voting for me? I would never. I don't know why anyone would ever want to be president. It's the hardest job in the world. It's the hardest job in the world. No matter what, half the country's going to hate your guts. Like the whole world is going to, it's the most stressful job ever. So no, guys, don't worry. I'm not running for president. I'm going to be TTG head trader for life. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not running for president, I swear. All right, so guys, so back any last questions about the tier trading strategy specifically? Anybody have any questions about the tier trading strategy before I start to wrap things up? Yes, Joey J, you can upgrade to a full-time membership at any time during your trial. Okay. If you are a member of the TTG trial program, guys, I'll put that on the screen one more time. If you guys want to try TTG for a 7-day trial, it's 1 week access to our member dashboard. You get 3 days in our chat room to trade with me live. You get 3 courses that are guaranteed to make you guys better traders. Get access to our stock profile tool, our Benzinga live news feed, and all of our trade history. You get all of that for a one-time payment of just $3. Go to ttgthree.com. Again, that's ttgthree.com. It's right on the screen. You can upgrade to a full-time membership at any time during your trial, but you are under no obligation to do so. Okay? It's just a one-time payment of $3, guys. That's less than a cup of coffee. Literally, my Starbucks coffee in the morning costs $4.50. All right, so you guys can get all of that for just $3. All right, but again, if you're part of that trial program, that does not include you in the raffle for the Tesla that we're giving away in October. So in October, we're going to be giving away a Tesla Model 3. You will not be included if you are a TTG trial member. Only full-time members are included in that raffle. And every Friday is free laptop giveaway where we're giving away 5 laptop computers to TTG members. Again, if you are a TTG trial member, okay, you will not be included in that raffle. That's for full-time members only. So if you guys want to become full-time members, use the coupon code TTG920 to get a 41% discount on a membership. Guys, our prices are going up after Wednesday at midnight. So this is your last chance to use coupon code TTG920. Our membership is usually $2,048 for the year. This coupon code brings it all the way down to only $1,198. That's going to get you daily access to our chat room from 7:30 a.m. Eastern to 6:30 p.m. Eastern, where I share my screen with you all day. I'm live on the microphone telling you what I see, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, what I'm buying, what I'm selling before I actually do it. I'm not a scalper. My trades last several hours long, sometimes several days. It's easy to follow along with my trades because I'm not a scalper, okay? And you guys will be able to also get push notifications on your mobile app. Our mobile app is downloadable on Android and iPhone. You can also have it on your tablet where you guys can be in chat even if you're not in front of your computer and get real-time push notifications whenever we enter and exit trades sent directly to your phone in real time. You get access to the full TGD curriculum. That's beginner foundation stock trading, beginner foundation options trading, advanced stock trading, advanced option trading, trader psychology part 1, part 2, our swing trading course, our how to trade a stock market crash course. You get access to our full curriculum, which is a simplified version of the education and training I received while working at a hedge fund on Wall Street. You guys get access to all of that in addition to our trade simulator. You can practice trading stocks and options with fake money with real-time level 2, our stock screener. Filter through thousands of stocks, get rid of all the noise so you know exactly what stocks to focus your attention on during the day. It's over 75 hours of workshops and webinars. Ability to attend those webinars live and ask questions, a free one-on-one mentor session. Okay, you guys get access to all of this included with your membership when you use coupon code TTG920. Get a 41% discount before the price goes up. And of course, give yourself a chance to win a Tesla because I'm handing the keys of a brand new Tesla over to a TTG member in October. So I hope you guys are pumped and excited to do that because I cannot freaking wait. I'm so excited. I am so excited. All right. I'm so excited. I can't wait, guys. All right. So that's it, gang. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I hope this was helpful. Guys, was this helpful? You tell me, was this helpful? Was this education about the tier trading strategy, was this helpful to you? Okay, if this was helpful to you guys, do me a favor and smash that like button. Show me that you appreciate the time, energy, and effort that I spend giving you this information for free. You know, I could be eating pizza right now, watching the football game. Instead, I'm doing live streams, talking to you guys, helping you. I'm helping answer your questions, help give you as much information as I can to help make you guys better traders. So show me how much you time that I spend doing this. Smash that like button. If you're brand new, guys, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you don't miss out any more of these live streams. Okay. And of course, like I said, smash that like button. Guys, use coupon code T920. Get that 41% discount before it is too late and our prices jump Wednesday at midnight. All right. Get access to everything that we just said. Give yourself an 80% chance to make 7 to 10 times your membership fee back in the first 6 months and live in chat tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, guys, on this live stream. Great. You guys are the best. I love you all. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.